Hey, this is Angela. I wanted to show you a clip. It's very brief for people who have questions about whether or not an atheist brain works the same as someone who's spiritual, or if there's any way to kind of differentiate. Because, you know, I've oftentimes talked and have been asked a lot lately about the ability that I have to use a larger percentage of my brain and kind of push further when other people would exhaust out. The things that I've been able to do because of my mental strength have been gifts on one hand, but just absolutely annihilated me on many other levels. So if you're interested in more on this, check out The Spiritual Brain, a neuroscientist's case for the existence of the soul. It's a study on Carmelite nuns, and I'm very, very, very close to those, to the Carmelites. So anyway, thanks.
Andrew Newberg, about how an atheist brain differs from the brain of someone deeply religious. A devout Christian named Donna Morgan also thinks that her beliefs can be evidence in the brain. She too volunteered to be studied.
I believe in my heart that there is a part of me that is totally different compared to anyone else.
There is some evidence to suggest that if you are a religious person, then you may more likely see, for example, in a near-death experience, images of Jesus or of God, or it'll be interpreted in a spiritual way, whereas if you are an atheist, you may have a similar kind of experience but interpreted in a very different way because of how your brain is structured.
Dr. Newberg has explored what's happening in the brain when a person like Donna speaks in tongues.
I know without a shadow of a doubt that when we speak in tongues, there's a part of my brain that is functioning that normally does not function.
And she's right.
Oh, glory, glory, hallelujah.
When she begins to go into speaking in tongues, we can see that this area, for example, it's still red, but it is less active. The part of our brain that normally we use to purposely do things is kind of shut down. And therefore it makes sense that they would start to feel like this is coming from something else. You know, now obviously for the religious individual like Donna, it may be the Spirit of God that's moving through them.
Margaret's brain, on the other hand, lit up when she was asked to focus on the concept of God.
So this is the scan of Margaret. There's a fair amount of red activity here in her attention area in that frontal part of the brain. Our speculation is you're asking a person who is an atheist to concentrate on something that they're not comfortable with.
So perhaps there is a difference between atheists and religious people, yet does it shape what they see or change the perception of where they will go when they die?
Does it really matter?